My name is Army Corporal Nick Clark. I was injured in Afghanistan when my vehicle was ambushed. This resulted in injuries throughout my body, including the amputation of my left leg. So this is my lovely wife, Kirsten. We met actually at a volunteer event. She was volunteering for a nonprofit, and I was a player for the Wounded Warrior Amputee softball team.
He actually had a pink mohawk when we met. He had just done an event in Boston, and he had it was red, I guess, at the beginning, and then it faded. So he had a pink mohawk. I know that my boss at the time was like, he's an amputee, we're an amputee organization, we'd love to get an amputee that could work with us. And so make sure you get his phone number, his email address, and then we started working together, and then started dating, and
13, 14 years later, we have 2 kids and the whole future in front of us. The reason that I joined the Army was because of 9/11. Like so many other people, it really just kind of put the world into perspective, and so it was just a calling. The day that I got hit was very early. We either did morning missions or night missions, and that day was a morning mission. The mountains of Afghanistan, it was nice and cool in the morning. It wasn't, 110 degrees yet. And so I was a 50 cal machine gunner on the lead vehicle, a convoy of 9 vehicles. And we were responding to a rock slide call. So we go out thinking it's, a humanitarian thing, and we got ambushed about halfway there. RPGs and small arms fire hit my vehicle and the 3rd vehicle first, which completely stopped our convoy. The vehicle's on fire. I have 3,000 rounds of 50 cal linked ammunition in between my legs. And I know in my brain that it's only a matter of time before this stuff starts cooking off. So I have my machine gun and I have my kit fully on. I go to take a step and I just dropped, like all the way to my knee, it felt like. And I looked down and I could see the bottom of my foot. And I was like, I looked up and I'm like, don't look at that, don't do that. I must have been in shock because I realized that it was, the whole bottom of my foot was gone, my heel was gone. So I just got on one leg and I just started hopping. And then we were stuck there for probably, I want to say, an hour and a half before the Black Hawk could come in because there was nowhere for him to land. The injuries and everything really for me were secondary until I had to deal with them, until I was forced to deal with them. It was more about, I just want to get back to the guys. I just want to get back to the guys. And so that's what happened that day. Right now, we're still in North Carolina. The house we have now has stairs. The house we have now has a shower that's kind of tough for me to get into. I can't go into every room in my wheelchair. There's stairs in the front and the back to get just in and out of the house. So there's a lot of challenges.
He's got a good, we call it his good leg, right? But after hopping around on it for years and years, it just deteriorates your body. And it's not just the knee or the leg. I mean, it affects your whole body, your back, your hips, your spine, your neck. And, that's not he has other injuries that it just compounds. And as he ages, things aren't going to be getting better. It's going to be progressively getting harder and more difficult. A Homes for Our Troops home would mean that Nick would have the ability to get around without any challenges, without any concerns for safety.
It's a house that's built specifically for challenges that I'm facing. A shower that you can roll into with a wheelchair, or a front entrance where I don't have to go upstairs, or there's just so many little things that I wouldn't even have thought of. The Homes for Our Troops people are like, we'll have 40 plus adaptations in this home, and I'm just like, that's incredible. It doesn't even seem real to me.
This is really life-changing, and it's so overwhelming and it's indescribable, the weight that it really takes off of our shoulders.
I think being able to have a place that I'm not worried about all those little things, it will allow me to be a better version of myself for my wife and my kids. I don't know about you, but I feel like I've been able to start to breathe again lately. There's this light at the end of the tunnel finally for us and our kids and us as a unit. And so without Homes for Our Troops, this would not happen. So I just feel very, very, very lucky.
the kindness, the compassion, the fact that people are thinking about these veterans and their injuries and what they go through on a day-to-day basis is just incredible. We're so thankful, and we're really lucky.